Hi, welcome to Forex in 4. I'm Mike Conlon for FXEDU, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the highlights of where the action is in today's Forex market. So let's get started.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, June 3rd, 2010. Talking this morning about the stock market soaring. So much for yesterday being an inside day. Sort of thought yesterday would kind of be a quiet day when things are starting to settle down. There wasn't a ton of news out there, but boy, was that wrong. Yesterday afternoon, the U.S. stock market took off. To finish the Dow finished up above 200 points in gain yesterday, and that really sent the currency markets moving as well. It had a lot of risk appetite going on. Just take a quick peek here. We can look at what happened. Let's look at this on the daily chart. Take a quick peek here. This is Loonie Japan. We can also look at the Aussie versus Japan. So these are some pretty big moves that happened yesterday. That was a result of risk taking. So now we also had the commodities follow suit. Oil was higher, got up to around 74 and a quarter before falling back down to the 73 level this morning. So as a result, the commodity currencies were definitely higher. Now this morning, once the U.S. stock market closed at a high, that set the stage for what happened in Japan and in the Asian markets. The Nikkei closed up some 3% today. It's largest one-day gain in I think 6 months' time. And when the let's take a quick look here at USD JPY. When the Nikkei is going up, typically the yen is going down. There's a little bit of a inverse correlation there, kind of like we have it with the U.S. dollar and the U.S. stock market. So as you can see here on the daily chart of USD yen, okay, it looks like we've got dollar strength, yen weakness, and that's coming about as a result of that pretty big move in the Nikkei. I also mentioned yesterday that they're going to get a new prime minister over there. It looks like Finance Minister Khan is in the running right now to get that. So we're going to see what happens. But there wasn't a ton of news out overnight. There was a retail sales report in Eurozone. It came in a little bit worse than expected, but as you can see, Euro's starting to go into a little bit of consolidation mode here. They're actually going to come out with their GDP figures tomorrow, and if those come in worse than expected, then that could help reestablish the downtrend that we've been seeing in the euro. So keep an eye on that. And then tomorrow we also have here in the U.S. the non-farm payrolls report. Now, non-farm payrolls report is usually one of the largest market movers here for the currency market. It's going to tell us, what's going on with the employment picture. Today we get an advanced reading. We get the ADP report, which showed that there was some job gains, but it came in less than expected. And we also got initial jobless claims, which came in a little bit better than worse than expected, but it did show a gain from last month. So, things are improving slightly, but not enough at this point to really justify people to say, hey, wow, this economy is really turning around. So we could see today go from risk taking, which we saw in the morning, to a little bit of risk aversion by the day's end. We'll have to see how this plays out. But that's really what's happening out here with different currencies. We do have some Aussie strength. We just looked at that real quick, but they came in and they reported that their trade deficit, or what was thought to be a deficit, was actually a trade surplus. Okay, their export growth was at its highest level in nearly 30 years, and this happened as a result of Chinese demand. So, we talk about, is China going to slow down, how that's going to affect the Aussie, and that could happen. But right now, it doesn't look like that's occurred. And same thing with the Kiwi. The Kiwi's getting a bid there as well. From the same deal. Now, there's also an expectation. Let's take a quick look here at we look at Kiwi USD. There's also an expectation that the RBNZ is going to raise interest rates in New Zealand at the next policy meeting on June 10th. Swaps market is forecasting an 80% chance of that happening. So we'll have to see what happens there. But they benefit from China as well. So that's what we're looking at in the market. Started off with some risk taking. Now it looks like it may be starting to settle down. We're going to have to see how the stock market views these employment reports ahead of tomorrow's non-farm payrolls report. So, right now Kiwi and Aussie appear to have some strength. Their economies look pretty strong. We obviously know the Eurozone's pretty weak. And we've got some yen weakness as well that we've been seeing. So that's really what's happening with the market. Just because things have been quiet over in the Eurozone, don't lose sight of the fact that there is still a lot of risk out there, with their sovereign debt problems as well. So for now, just sort of trade what you see and not what you want it to be, if that rhymes. Whoops. Sorry for that one. That was awful. Anyway, that's what we've got today. Good trading to all.
As always, be sure to check out the written blog at www.fxedu.com to get complete coverage of today's Forex market. If you would like to learn more about how to trade the Forex market from professionals like myself, be sure to check out our affordable Forex trading courses. And if you're already a seasoned professional or aspire to be one, ask us how we can help you achieve your Forex goals. Go to www.fxedu.com to get started today.